Welcome to this week's edition of 3 Things to Watch as we get you ready for another exciting Saturday in CAA football. The CAA has made some noise nationally over the first 3 weeks with a pair of FBS wins and a sparkling 15-4 record against non-conference FCS foes. 5 teams are ranked in this week's top 25 polls and 3 others are receiving votes. But this week the race for the CAA title starts heating up with 5 conference contests on the 7-game slate. There are just 11 teams across the nation that enter Week 4 with a 3-0 record, and 3 of them, Delaware, Hampton, and William & Mary, play in the CAA. 2 of those squads go head-to-head on Saturday night in Newark as the Pirates make their CAA debut against the 8th-ranked Blue Hens. Our first thing to watch is the matchup between the high-flying Delaware offense and the tough Hampton defense. The Blue Hens piled up 610 yards of offense, their most since 2013, in a 42-21 victory at Rhode Island last Saturday. Quarterback Nolan Henderson had a spectacular day, passing for a career-high 379 yards and 4 touchdowns, and he has a pair of dangerous targets on the outside with Thyrick Pitts and Jordan Townsend. They'll face a significant challenge against a Hampton defense that ranks 17th in FCS, allowing just 292 yards per game and surrendered just 7 points in a victory over rival Norfolk State in the Battle of the Bay last Saturday. Quasin Townsend and Keyshawn Moore are among the league's top 15 in tackles, and Michael Crawford has picked off a pair of passes. Here are Delaware's Ryan Carty and Hampton's Robert Prunty on the matchup of unbeaten teams.
Again, that seems to be what we're rolling against right now. Is is a bunch of good teams that come in and ready to play, which is what you expect in the CAA. Is good, tough, hard-nosed teams that come in ready with some playmakers and some people that run to the ball on defense and stop the run. And, we got our work cut out for us again.
The quarterback is unbelievable. I mean, the offensive line, the defensive line. This is one of the better football teams I've seen. I mean, even when I was coaching the BCS level, I mean, they go up and beat Navy up at Navy. I mean, we're going to have to do everything right. I mean, to beat this team. This is a good football team.
Next, we head to Williamsburg as Elon brings a 2-game winning streak into its matchup with unbeaten William & Mary in the conference opener for both teams. There have been some classic matchups between these squads in recent years, including a 5-overtime thriller in 2019, and Saturday should be no different. The second thing we'll be watching is to see if the Tribe rushing attack, which ranks 3rd in FCS at 288 yards per game, can continue its success against the Phoenix defense that ranks 19th nationally, giving up only 97 yards per game on the ground. William & Mary has a deep stable of running backs led by Bronson Yoder, who ran for 134 yards and 3 touchdowns in last week's victory at Lafayette, and quarterback Darius Wilson can also make plays with his feet. They will try to find holes against an Elon defense that held Gardner Webb to only 54 yards on 33 carries in last Saturday's 30-24 win. Linebacker Marcus Hillman has been all over the field this season, recording a team-best 23 tackles, 5 tackles for loss, and 2.5 sacks in the first 3 weeks. Here are William & Mary's Mike London and Elon's Tony Trisciani on Saturday's contest.
They're a very good football team coming in. Quarterback's good. They got receivers that can go catch the ball. Running backs are downhill runners. The defense is really good. And what else would you expect, from a CAA team?
They are a team that has a lot of grit. They have a lot of resiliency. They're well coached. Coach London does a great job there. They run the football. They play good defense. And so I think that's why they've been having success.
Our third thing to watch involves the first big weekend of conference action around the CAA. In addition to the 2 games we've already talked about, Richmond, Towson, and defending champion Villanova open their CAA schedules at home on Saturday, with the Spiders facing Stony Brook, the Tigers meeting first-place New Hampshire, and the Wildcats entertaining Monmouth. Annually, the race for the CAA title is among the most competitive of any FCS conference in the nation, and last year, 8 of the 12 teams went 4-4 or better. Here are several coaches on the challenges of the conference slate.
It's a great opportunity for us to go down there, and it's always tough to win in this conference, in particular on the road, so we got to find a way to go back to work and lick our wounds a little bit. But there's no time to feel sorry for yourself, in particular when you're playing a tough CAA opponent like that.
It's the standard, tough, strong, well-coached, hustling UNH team. It's the reason why they're in the mix every year, just like everybody else in the league.
CAA is going to be a bear. Every team in the CAA can beat every team in the CAA. I truly believe that. And we know we're on an 8-game stretch. It's going to be really tough to navigate.
Those are our 3 things to watch. Thanks for tuning in, and make sure to follow along on all of our social media platforms throughout the weekend at CAA Football.